Hi guys, I've got another video for you, and this one is an e.l.f. haul. So I have a few things that I've got here to share with you, and I'm in the middle of revamping my blush collection. So that's why I have like quite a few blushes here in my haul. So I have the powder blush palettes as well as the cream blush palettes. So the powder blush palettes, let me just see here. The powder blush palettes come with 0.56 ounces or 16 grams of product. And you're supposed to get these little things in the back where you can pop them out. And then I haven't been able to pop them out. So it's meant so that you could theoretically mix and match kind of from different palettes, because they all kind of look the same. So you could kind of personalize it and have just the ones that you want. So this is the light one, and the swatches are over here for this. So you got, let's see, where is it? Right here is kind of like a raspberry color right here. And this one is almost like a strawberry color over here. And it's got a little glitter in it. I think the camera's picking it up just a little bit. It's not anything so dramatic. It's like I noticed a couple flecks on my cheek. So, it's there, but I think you could just kind of flick it off your cheeks. I don't think it's really noticeable or anything if you don't love glitter. Which I actually don't, but then there's this blue or pink right over here, really pretty, and then this more of a bronzer type shade over here. And then there's the dark colors, and over here you have kind of like a reddish pink type of shade. It's pretty deep over here. And this one does have a little glitter as well. And it's so hard to pick up. Like, maybe you'll see a glint or two. I don't even know. It doesn't really translate in the swatch at all. So if you get like, one or two pieces of glitter on your cheek, like you could just flick it off. It's nothing, dramatic or anything like that. And then this one here is a wine color. And then this one here is kind of like a deep rust color. And then this one here is a deep pink down here. So these are pretty pigmented. I would say like the best way to put it on is to use like a large fluffy brush so you can control your application. And then that way, you can get a pretty subtle application if you have a fluffy brush. If you just use a regular brush, you'll probably get it, pretty dark, and maybe darker than you'd like. So this is a comparison of the two. This is the light palette, and this is the dark palette. So you can see a comparison of the two, and these are the swatches. So really pretty. Glad to have those in my collection. And then I have the cream blushes, and I just noticed something. The dark one doesn't have those little pop-out squares. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if that was just mine or whether they made that palette like that, because they're all supposed to mix and match. So I don't know what happened there exactly, but I just noticed like all the rest of these have the little squares in the back. So I don't know. Then the cream blush palettes have 0.43 ounces or 12.4 grams of product. So I have the soft one, and these all have, you know, a great flexible mirror, so that's awesome. And I have the top four is this palette swatched out. So the first one is right here on the bottom, and it's kind of a soft coral. And then this one is more of like an apricot shade. And then this one is kind of a rosy nude color. And then this one is your classic, like a pink type of blush shade. Now, you know, I would say if you don't love dark colors, I think most people can wear most shades of blush. Like even if it's deep and dark, you can carry it off. It's just a matter of what tools you use to apply it. So, like these, you would want to use like a soft, like a dual fiber brush, or a or like a stippling brush, whatever you want to call that. But it's something that's going to have soft fibers and not densely packed, so that you don't pick up too much product when you're applying it. And then this one is the bold one, and that's the bottom four shades swatched out. So this is like an orangey pink, or red, excuse me. And then this is like a very vibrant pink, as you can see. And this one's more of a raisin type shade, and this one is a grapey purple type shade on the bottom. So, you know, if you really don't love bright colors, then I would suggest don't get the deep ones. But you could really carry it off. I found, like, I'm not a huge fan of the cream blushes because these feel a little greasy, but when it's on their cheeks, it does not feel greasy. So that's at least good. And I got a little divot in here when I was applying my my blush. I got the brush handle, like, just nicked it. So, you know, what are you gonna do, right? So, you know, otherwise, like, if you find that using a brush is just too much and still applying it too dark, because these are very pigmented, and you may want to just tap your finger in just a little bit, and then just kind of stipple your fingers around and blend it in that way. And you may get a better application, a little bit more subtle and natural. So, you know, there's a tip, if that works for you. Because I found when I was using different methods, like, I wasn't sure, you know, if one way was going to work over the other. And then I got the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette in the shade Naked. I believe these are $10. And if I didn't say, these palettes are $6 on the website. So I got this one because it was so hyped on YouTube, and so you got this like little double wanded brush and a nice mirror and 6 colors. So I have them swatched over here, and I'm kind of on the fence about it, actually. I wanted something that was super metallic, but to me, these are frosty / metallic. So this is just on my hand, no primer. So, I mean, you can see on my arm the way it looks is pretty pigmented. Now, you know, so it looks pretty metallic, but somehow when I used a primer, it made it more frosty than metallic. And then when I just put it on my lid without using a primer, I found that I think it even performed better than that. And I haven't tried it wet yet to know, you know, if that's an option or if I would like that better. So I'm kind of on the fence about them. I don't know. I was looking, I guess I was looking for something that's more of a foiled look, and these are not quite that. So I don't know. The next thing that I bought was, bought a couple brushes. So this one is the e.l.f. Complexion Brush. And this one kind of went through a metamorphosis, because I've got, now this is my third brush of this one, and They all look different, and I'll show you in a second what I mean. This one is the one that they now charge $4 for. This one is the original, and they're all labeled the Complexion Brush, so it's supposed to be the same thing. So you could see this one, the original, is a little bit more tapered, and I'll just show you this way you can kind of see a little fuller, and then this way, slightly different shape, but I think they're gonna work just fine. But you know, I love this one is the original. So, and then this is the one that the second brush that I had that made me go out and buy this one because it's a different shape entirely. Like you see, it's more of a blunt. Well, here's the shape of it, but it's more of a blunt type edge. Then this one is like kind of more rounded and tapered, and this one's almost blunt, not quite, but it's definitely not this. So I don't know why they had so many variances in like the way they had that brush, but I just wanted to show you that. And then I wanted to try this new brush, and it's called the Ultimate Blending Brush. And I'm sorry if it's a little bit dirty because I did use it to try it out before I filmed this video. So it's what I used to do my foundation today. And I have to say I'm super impressed because it was so quick. And this is like very densely packed, super soft, and you know, it's kind of rounded all over. And it's like a really great, they say it's for like powder, cream, whatever type product you want to use, mousse, and also it's for whatever formula, and also for like different things like it could be for bronzer, it could be for a blush. So I don't know if I would contour with this because it's kind of big, but you know, other than that, I mean, I used it to apply cream foundation, so I don't know if I would use it for other things. I just wanted to try it for that. And I love this. I mean, it was so fast, and I even was able to get around the sides of my nose, which I find I have trouble with other brushes. So I loved that. The only thing was I found it may have spread the product a little thin in certain areas. So I kind of like, in the areas where I wanted to build a little bit more coverage, I went back over with a different brush. But for the most part, I love this. It was so fast, and it gives me a pretty airbrushed finish. Like it looks very smooth and really nice. So I'm liking that so far. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this haul. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on my videos. And you can follow me on Facebook at Yafa Real Beauty for updates and things like that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.